Going on, people? How y'all doing, man? It's Mars Noel. Um, you know, checking in. Know what I mean? Tapping in. Um, right now, hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? The music community. You know what I'm saying? This morning, the loss of, a great individual. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really like up on it. Like I heard the song, the Lucid Dream song, but I really wasn't up on Juice World. But God bless him, man, and wishing the most. I mean, I know they're going through something, especially in the holiday season. Like, it's very crazy. But I wish his family the best. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I was gonna say, man, a lot of times, especially for people that's trying to get into the industry, you know what I'm saying, the music industry, it could be something that can be a little bit discombobulating. You know what I'm saying? It's a little confusing. You know what I'm saying, because of the fact that, especially for me, because before the new music industry, which is social media, you know what I mean, having your stuff online, the internet, it was very like it was almost an exclusive, and it still is. You know what I'm saying? But it was something like you wouldn't know where a record label was, because even if, like, I used to go up to J Records, JMJ Records, pardon me, rest in peace to Jam Master J. A big shout out to JM Jason. You know what I'm saying? The whole staff and his family and stuff like that. The Mizell family, God bless you. I was fortunate to be in the studio one time with the legend himself, Jam Master J. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The studio on Jamaica Avenue. You know what I mean? He didn't have to do that. I was a part of the street team promotions for Onyx. Shut him down. I was dropping. I went triple platinum. So big shout out to Onyx as well. You know what I'm saying? But even going back to what I was saying in relation to like the exclusivity, you know what I mean, of it all. When I used to go down to the office in Manhattan, you know what I mean, taking the train, hop out the train, stuff like that. I believe it may have been like around 20th Street. I believe it was the 6th train. You know what I'm saying? I can't even recall it, but it's been so long. It was basically it was a set of offices in a building. Like, you wouldn't even know that was anything related to music, much less hip hop. So it's very exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know somebody that knows somebody, and that's what they tell you. You know what I mean? That's what they tell you in the music business. At first they tell you if don't bring nobody to the studio with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? You may end up bringing somebody to the studio who may be a little bit more experienced than you. You know what I'm saying? And now, instead of, supporting you, they're gonna support that person. You know what I'm saying? And you basically, cut your situation short. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? But hip hop is basically a culture and a genre where people look out more. You know what I mean? We from the same areas, you know what I mean? Same culture, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's more so like, you know what I mean? You're gonna find a situation where people would look out more outside of the other genres. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, so I understand it, man, and I understand, like, especially in a world whereby you're compensating, you know what I mean, for something, you know what I mean, because for someone to achieve their dreams and achieve their goals and aspirations, you know what I mean, those were meteoric accomplishments, you know what I'm saying, being on the Billboard, you know what I'm saying, being number one, like, those are things where you would believe, like, people would be more so separated from that type of environment, that type of behavior, that type of practice. You know what I'm saying? And it's very unfortunate. My thing is like, with me, now, I mean, a lot of people may or may not know my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I've been deported for a number of years. You know what I'm saying? To my country, Guyana. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very remote country. Like, a lot of things aren't even here. For me to even be on the level that I'm on is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And it's a testament to the talent you know what I mean, that I was fortunate to be able to develop, you know what I'm saying, over the years, you know what I'm saying, because there's no Spotify, there's no Apple Music, there's no Instagram Music, there's no YouTube Music, there's no Deezer, like there are many things that are not here. There's no Pandora, you don't get PayPal, there's no Cash App, none of that, you know what I mean? So for people who understand what that means in today's society, to not have that and still be relevant in some shape or fashion, now I mean, that tells a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people would be able to really do what they're doing if they didn't have access to those things. Plus others. Like, there's no PRO, you know what I mean? No copyrights, no publishing, no record labels, no mean on that level. So that being said, like, for me, I understand, like, what that pressure could be for someone, especially young, very young, you know what I'm saying? And this goes out not only to the unfortunate situation of Juice WRLD, but also a lot of the young entertainers, because obviously what they're saying now is that hip hop is the young, you know what I mean? But the thing is that you're separating the culture, you know what I mean? Because now what the young lack is experience, you know what I'm saying? The young lack understanding. You know what I'm saying? So now, whereby an older artist, not everyone, but an older artist would be more reserved, you'd find that the younger artists are more outgoing. And what that does is because now, at the age of 21, where there should be some level of chaperonism, you know what I mean? There should be a chaperone with these guys going out there, making sure they're okay. Stuff like that is not there, because now they got the bag and they bringing in moolah. You know what I'm saying? They got the M's. Who's gonna tell them anything? So now we even see that, like, you could even look at that. Know what I mean? And see, like, where it plays out. Know what I mean? In today's society, it's the same thing. Know what I mean? Because now they saying hip hop, the old, and you know, when you're 40 and you're 30, you trying to make it, know what I mean, all that. But yet, there's no structure to whereby in anything, you know what I'm saying, in anything. Even when it takes a village to raise a child. There's a reason for that. You know what I mean? It's not the young coming up and understanding success and they doing what they doing. You know what I mean? So now you take that away. You take the older heads away. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it is what it is. I'm not going back and forth with that. I believe that everything is preordained anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that God has written this out, regardless of age, criteria, whatever. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I follow a universal precept. You know what I'm saying? And in that, like, talent, you know, talent is thing. I look back to the old artists and many artists that were mature. You know what I mean? That they started their careers in their 40s and their 50s. When we're speaking about the blues and jazz and you know, and that level. So I really don't need to get involved with that because that's not my generation. But I say that to say this. I was fortunate to be able to bump into a lot of legendary music industry professionals in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? I met L.A. Reid. You know what I'm saying? I met L.A. Reid. Now, it wasn't in a music situation. So, excuse me. Because it wasn't in a music situation, it didn't materialize in music. You know what I'm saying? I met him outside of the music industry. I met him, actually. We spoke, talked. And this was at Circuit City in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? In Lenox Square Mall. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of celebrities there. You know what I'm saying? Met the Brat. You know what I mean? Big up to the Brat. You know what I'm saying? C Murder, Monica, Chili, Dallas, Austin. You know what I mean? Father MC. Big up Father MC. The list can go on. Allen Henderson from the Hawks. The list go on and on. Soleil before she blew. and did the song with JT Money. Like, the list can go on and on. And I was fortunate to be able to hand my demo, which was a one-song CD at that point in time, that I had done with my boy from Chattown, Tennessee. His name was Lonnie Calloway. And we went in and actually did that in one of the home studios that one of the members of Parliament owned. Now, I mean, we laid it out. I actually laid that out without actually, I've forgotten the lyrics. So usually when I go in the studio, I rap it off the paper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's there. You know what I'm saying? You get the beat, and you know you need to memorize it and stuff like that. So I like to ensure that I don't miss nothing, especially when you're rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So that particular time, now at this point in time, studio time was $80 an hour, and we paying that out of our pocket. You know what I mean? I'm working a 9 to 5. He's on a 9 to 5. We're paying that out of our pockets, $80 an hour. We pay for 1 hour. Going to the home studio, decked out as official. I get out the car, I realize, damn, I just lost. I left the lyrics to the song. I'm like, oh my God, man. Right now I'm panicking. I'm like, yo. Be like, yo, he's like, yo, we gotta do it. You know what I mean? Because he already paid the money. I gave him 40, he paid 40, boom. You know what I mean? So, long story short, I mean, it's how you know that, you know what I mean, you're talented and you're fortunate and you're blessed. Finish the whole thing, man. No lyrics. And this is a song where there were 2 verses, a bridge, and a hook. So you tell me, when I tell you that, you know what I mean, I wrote all that out. It was 2 verses, a bridge, and a hook. And I had to memorize all of that, you know what I mean? And I did it. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. Did that. You know what I mean? Moved on. You know, it's funny because in that mall, Lenox Square Mall, I remember one time, vividly, I bumped into Lazy Bone. I bumped into Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs, and I bumped into him at the food court. Now, if anyone is familiar with Lenox Square Mall, there's a food court downstairs, and you got to take the escalator down. You know what I'm saying? Because the first floor, when you walk in, that's where all the stores at. But when you want to go to the food court, that's downstairs. Know what I mean? And he was actually there. And at that point in time, like, I was one of those street rappers. Like, I would rhyme in front of you, you know what I mean, stuff like that. No demo, nothing. And that's when I really started to realize I need to start working with demos, because you don't want to be rapping in front of people they eating, they with their family. You know what I mean? That's actually another situation occurred when I bumped into Chico DeBarge. You know what I mean? Big up Chico DeBarge, the whole DeBarge family. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Word. I bumped into Chico DeBarge on Church Avenue in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny because I spotted him. Because I got a great memory, and plus I watch TV all the time. I was BT, MTV, baby. You know what I mean? So, you know, when VH1 started playing VH1, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Video Music Box, the box, like, you know what I mean? This Beat Cat, you know what I mean? All of that. So, I stayed in front of the video. So when I seen him, like, yo, that's Chico the Boss. I spotted him from across the street. You know what I mean? I was out there with my peoples and stuff like that. We used to chill at the barbershop on Church Avenue. So, like, yo, that's Chico the Boss. So I'm by myself. My peoples is behind me. They somewhere else. So I'm walking, I'm chilling, you know what I mean, doing what I do. So boom, I slide across the street. Lo and behold, Chico the Boss. You know what I mean? Now, at that point in time, I didn't walk around with a demo. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I rhymed on the spot. You know what I mean? Because that's what I thought. I had no intellect about the music industry. I didn't know anything about it. Absolutely nothing. I was ignorant of everything. I thought that how you got a deal, you just rap for somebody, they tell you, all right, no doubt, come up, boom, 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 and that's how you work it out. But long story short, Chico DeBarge was there, and I walked up to him. I said, "Yo, I rhyme." Da 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 da. Know what I mean? And he stopped. I guess he wanted. You know what I mean? I guess he thought I was gonna rap for him. And but when I realized that he was walking with his two children, he had two boys with him, and plus I believe it was either his wife or his baby mother or his girlfriend. I didn't feel it was appropriate to put them through that. You know what I'm saying? If it was him alone, I definitely would have. And I believe that may have been those are opportunities that I missed. That why I never really sprung forward in my music career. You know what I'm saying? And he actually went into the building. And because I didn't have any business sense, I didn't even think about asking him for his number or a business card so I can get in contact with him. And this was actually at the late 90s, 98. So that was an opportunity that I missed. You know, but going back to the Lazy Bone situation, when I saw Lazy, he was there, but he was around a group of people. And usually, like for me, like I always did that. Like even when I was going to school in New Jersey, I went to school in Newark, and in Newark I did the same thing but back then I wasn't really rapping like really on a level. I rapped, but it was more you had to get it out of me. Like yo, you had to tell him like yo, listen, you're my boy, rap. You'll spit something, and I would spit. But outside of me going out there to spit, that wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I ran into, this is when Dennis Scott was playing for the Orlando Magic, and he was actually dating one of the singers from SWV, and I was going home with my boy after school and stuff like that. So we walking up north. We about to go to the PATH train, so we going up to the terminal, and usually I would like go into stores and cop something, like cop gear, sneakers, boots, jeans, you know what I mean, that type of situation after school, you know what I'm saying? So we walking, boom, boom, boom. So I slide up in the store. We both go to the store, and this was in JMJ. So, no, I'm sorry, Jimmy Jazz. So Jimmy Jazz is right there in Newark. Lo and behold, we walking, boom, boom, boom. Who do you see? Dennis Scott, 3D from the Orlando Magic, small forward. And he's with his date, who happened to be not Coco, but the and part of my ignorance, man. But you know how it goes. The light skinned girl from SWV that they were dating at that point in time. Bumped into 3D. You know what I mean? And I was fortunate to get his autograph, because at that point in time, like when I bumped into celebrity, I was trying to get their autograph. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really spitting, trying to get found, and maybe that's why I'm where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't take advantage of the opportunity that was presented. You know what I mean? But you know, that's what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is part one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and really, because I already seen like it's about to be like 18 minutes. You know what I mean? But before I go there, I'm gonna say one thing as well. I also bumped into Candy from it's crazy. I bumped into Candy from Escape. I bumped into her in Lenox Square Mall, in the Lady Foot Locker. It was Christmas time. I can't even forget it if I tried to. You know what I'm saying? I bumped into Candy from Escape, and she was actually with probably two girlfriends. I was in Lady Foot Locker buying some sneakers for basically like, they wasn't my blood relatives, but they're close family members, family friends, you know what I'm saying, that I was staying with, because I was staying out there in Georgia at that point in time. I was in Stone Mountain, right off of Memorial Drive, you know what I'm saying? So I bumped into Candy, and again, not thinking that I should have probably said something in the way of music, I just let it slide like just a regular person, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, saying hi and stuff like that and all of that. You know what I mean? But we're actually face to face. You know what I'm saying? Face to face. And that's another opportunity that I missed. So, like I said, the music industry is very exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It's very exclusive and stuff like that. You'll never know You know what I mean? When your opportunity is, and I understand because for a lot of times, like when these young guys get up in the business and they're around multi-million dollars worth of everything, you know what I mean? They're traveling on private jets. You know what I'm saying? They in $1 million, $100,000 houses and mansions and cars and on yachts and shooting videos and stuff like that. A lot of times because they don't have that person around them, that old head, you know what I mean, that could, you know what I mean, move with them, diddy bop with them. You know what I mean? They a lot of times, man, they go out on the wing like a lot of us do, like I did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very fortunate to be alive. You know what I mean? But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. I'm Mars Noel, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to come to y'all now because, like I said, I'm in a remote area. Now, I mean, we internet is something that, you know, is a privilege, damn near. You know what I mean? Word. So, you know what time it is, man. I'm Mars Noel, man. Coming to you live. Got something proper for y'all, man. God's Temple. It's going to be dropping soon. True story is out. Got my peoples on it. We moving. You know what I mean? Shout out, man, to the boy, man, the king, man. And I want to say this, you know what I mean, for real, because the boy king, you know what I mean, word, you know what I mean, I was thinking about the Christ king, but the boy king, King Tut, you know King Tut was the boy king, man, Hellraiser, Heaven Raiser, man, Razor Rubies, man, peace and love to everybody out there, have a happy holiday, man, and, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's very unfortunate, you know what I mean, that these type of things happen at this type of time. You know what I mean? For real. But you already know, man, I'm Mars Noel, man. Salute everybody out there doing their thing, man. Stay up. Peace.